In 1925, one of the most famous landmarks in the world was secretly put up for sale. Not by the city of Paris, not by the French government, but by a man who had absolutely no right to sell it. His name was Victor Lustig, a professional con artist known across Europe for elaborate frauds and impossible schemes. And somehow, he managed to convince respectable businessmen that the Eiffel Tower was about to be dismantled. At the time, the tower was only a few decades old. Built for the 1889 World's Fair, it had never been intended to stand forever. Maintenance costs were high, and many Parisians still disliked the enormous iron structure dominating the skyline. Lustig saw an opportunity. Posing as a government official, he invited several scrap metal dealers to a confidential meeting in a luxurious Paris hotel. There, he explained a secret problem. The French government, he said, had decided to quietly dismantle the Eiffel Tower and sell the metal. But because the tower was such an emotional symbol, the operation had to remain strictly confidential. The businessman listened carefully. Lustig provided forged documents, official seals, and convincing explanations. Everything appeared authentic. Among the dealers was a man named André Poisson. Poisson was wealthy, ambitious, and eager to prove himself among Paris's established businessmen. Lustig noticed the opportunity immediately. In a private conversation, he hinted that the deal might require a discreet payment, a bribe to ensure the contract. Poisson agreed. Soon after, he paid a large sum of money for the rights to dismantle the Eiffel Tower. By the time he realized the truth, Victor Lustig had already disappeared from Paris. But the story does not end there. Poisson was too embarrassed to report the fraud to the police, and that gave Lustig an idea. He returned to Paris and attempted the exact same scam again. This time, however, the target grew suspicious. The police were alerted. Lustig fled the country once more. Victor Lustig would go on to become one of the most infamous con artists of the 20th century, but history remembers him for a single astonishing achievement. He sold the Eiffel Tower. Not once, but twice.